I'm just trying to get in onto my chat, so just bear with me 1 second. Why is that gone off free? Why has that got a horrible picture of me on it? The starters. How's everyone doing? I'm just trying to get in onto my chat. Why is it not going off the sound? There we go. Muted the sound. Why is it not doing it? Right, is that better? Hiya, Bonnie. How are you doing, darling? Can you hear me all right and everything? Let's see what we can see on here. There we go. Hey, Anna, you all right, darling? Outside chores are finished, and now I can relax and enjoy this. Oh, you're a sweetheart. My screen isn't show. Oh, here it is. There we go. So, how's everyone doing? How are you guys doing? Everyone all right? So you can hear me fine and everything good. Oh, well, I've been having a nightmare. We got Jace here, but he's in bed. Luckily enough, he's watching Bing in bed, bless him. He had a tired day. We always forget to hi Bob, you alright, darling? Hi man. Who was it? There you go. Mona. Hi darling, you alright, sweetheart? How are you doing? If I'm talking with a bit of a lisp as well, guys, I got a bit of a sore mouth. I was at the dentist yesterday and had 3 teeth removed, and I finally got my new teeth, my new dentures in. So I've got a very sore mouth at the moment. So if I'm not speaking as clear as usual, I do apologise. But I've got a very sorely mouth at the moment. So give it another couple of minutes, see if anyone else comes in and joins us. No, sorry, I'll start now. Oh, yeah, good. Hi, Julie. Hi, darling. You alright, sweetheart? Oh, I'm good. I don't sound too bad. if you could see me. Oh, it's just been so sore today. I've just been taking paracetamol. Right, we'll make a start anyway. So, what I want to do is, I'm sure you've all seen, I've released this month's Kerby challenge, which I do on the 1st of every month. And this month it's crystals, gems, and stuff like that. So basically, it's for anyone who wants to join in. Really, all you do is pick a page out of any Kerby book and colour the crystals, gems, or whatever, and the jewels. Now, it's a challenge in myself, this one as well, because believe it or not, there's so many Kerby pages that I love with crystals on and gems on, and I've just dodged them because I don't like the way I do crystals. Marie sent me, we were chatting before, and she sent me a photograph of a book I think she'd recently bought, showing you how to, and she reminded me I'd got the book by Helen Elliston, is it? Yeah, the special. And when I was going through it earlier, there's actually a couple of pages showing me how to do crystals, and I think they just look brilliant. So I thought we'll go through some pages that I'm going to hopefully colour this month, just go through a couple of his books and pick a couple of his pages out and see where we go from there. So I don't know if anyone else has anyone else got one of these books, the colorist special effects ones. This is number, where is it? Wait a second. They're quite really good books. I think this is number 1, this particular book, and it does all sorts of stuff. And it's like for if you want to draw a book, it just shows you all these are done as well in it is, and honest to God, it's like some like look at that. It shows you how you can polish, you know, get a polished amber look, and they go through each of the steps, and she tells you what colours she's used. And in this book, they're all Prisma colours in this book, what she uses. So obviously, you know, she shows you the gradients and stuff like that. And I fancied this one, a show-stopping black diamond. And then she gives you a place where you can try it as well in the book. So you can follow each section. She tells you what to do, you know, like where to draw it or colour it, and shows you where to add your highlights and your other stuff. So there is that page, and then there's also like oval galactic gems, like from a side view and stuff like that. So you know what, I've had these books for about 2 years since when I started colouring. Here she is, my lady. Yeah, right, Marie. So yeah, I bought I bought 2 of the books. Like there's a stunning pearl, how to get the, you know, your things right, and even like glass orange, like a, you know, fish. I'll go through it before I'll show you a bit. Like if you've got a ladybird you want to colour in your book, you come on and make it, you know, do it like a glass effect. It is a really, really good book. And then here, then it's showing you how to get the ruby red, and then like an emerald green colour. Then at the bottom she shows you the different touch, you know, different things you can do for your things, and then she shows you like her different shading ideas. But if you follow each blank, you know, each step of the way, you should end up something like that. And you can even try it, you know, like on the book. But these are the crystals that I'm interested in having a go at. I just love that red and green, you know, and then the green and the blue and the blue and the red. I just think that would look awesome in a Kirby book. Obviously, I love blue, so I'd love just to do blues, but you know, like maybe all on one page and have all the blues together. And then obviously you go and mix the colours up and vary colours on each facet. It gives you a place to try it. So yeah, they are obviously I'm not going to go through the whole book because look at them floating bubbles just from doing a thing on a page, you know what I mean? To get them. And just brilliant ideas. So if anyone's, you know, has an idea of something and you'd like me to go through one step by step with you, by all means, you know, we can try it. You know, try it together if anyone's interested. So they're the colorist special effects. I think there's 4 of them, and I think they were £15 each. They were, you know, like there you go. That's everything what's in this book. So it shows you how to do mermaid tails. You know, we like to get all the something I've never thought of doing, all the dragons we colour in our Kirby books, and it's just something I've never thought of doing. So, like I say, thanks to Marie showing me her book before, which looked amazing. No, Bob's done it, has he? Oh, right. Well, well, there you go. Then that's even better. I'll have a go at it then, and then if I'm stuck, I was going to say I'll ring Bob then, but I'll message you. I'll message a ring. You know, I'll give you a shout, and maybe you know we can all help each other. So yeah, so that's it. So this month is crystals, which is, you know, I've just put hashtag Kerby Crystals 2023, but obviously it's gemstones, any kind of jewels. So just go through the books, and all I want to do is try and pick a page at least out of each book. Let me just remove this book because that's my alien world what I've took apart and the one I'm currently doing. So I'll start with Alien Worlds, and they have got loads of crystal pages in here, haven't they? You know, they've got an actual section on crystals. Here it is. I just love that. I love that page. Let me just try and put these glasses back on. I need to get new glasses this week, well, next week, guys. These are literally falling apart. Because oh, and you notice no Doug tonight as well. My ex took him today for a couple of days because I wasn't having a very good morning. I was feeling a bit down and a bit peed off. So he said, right, well, I'll take Dougie for you. Yeah. So none of the Dugster today. Now, obviously this is is it the first start of the, yep. So this is the start of the crystal planet. Are we in view there? Are we in shot, everyone? Do you need me to go out or come in, or is it all right? Now, Marie's already done this page. She did this page for the community club that me and Karen sorted out, which I don't know if you've seen the video, guys. The video's on my channel, and a copy of it has been sent to Kerby. Karen received an email back from the publishers, and they've asked for a copy of the video so they can share it on their social media. So that's really good that, you know, everyone had took part. You know, it has been noticed. We've not heard from Kerby himself yet. Karen said she was going to email the publishers and, you know, let them know that we have sent a copy over to Kerby and for him to check his emails, kind of thing, because obviously imagine how many emails he gets. So Karen's onto it, and I'm sure when he sees it he's going to be blown away, because when I watched the video for the first time, because obviously Karen put it all together, the video itself, and I was just blown away with it. It was just, everyone's completed pages were just absolutely marvellous. You know, it's like, I know I do my monthly, like when I do my, oh, what am I talking about here? When I do my monthly challenges at the end of the month, I collect everyone's pages together and make it into a video. I've still not done April's, and obviously May's only finished yesterday, but because April's contained a lot of people's pages from the Alien Worlds Colour Club, I didn't want to share them, you know, before it had been put into, I know what I mean anyway. So April's will be coming up soon. So this month, June, it's crystals. So Marie did this page for the Colour Club, and it was absolutely fabulous. Because I want to try and complete quite a few, you know, a page out of each book, I don't really want to pick a double. So from Alien Worlds, that one looks pretty good because I like that dude. And there's, you know, quite a few. Oh, no, that's another double page in it. No, mind you, I suppose I could do them separately, couldn't I? I didn't realise it's a double. Now let's see what the single one's like. You've got this one. It's got a lot of crystals in it and stuff like that all down his back and up on the tree and that. I like this page. What are you thinking, guys? Really, really like this one. I think Marie's done this one, haven't you, Marie? Oh, is our Katie on? He's in bed, Katie, watching Bing on the telly when I left out. He's not shouted mate or anything. He knows where I am and everything. So when I came out of the bedroom to come on live, he was still awake. But he knows Nana's just in the other room doing, he calls it Nana's work. So he's not shouting me or anything, so I assume he's asleep. So I'm thinking of this page, guys, at the moment. Let's see. Or one of these. I like him. I think Shannon did this page actually for the colouring collab. Yeah, because it was all in blues. It was gorgeous. Oh, there's this one now. That would give me a good. Oh, he got straight to bed, darling. You want both of them, Maria? You blinking wood. Trying to pick one out of each book sweeps here. So, you've done that one, haven't you, Marie? That particular one. Yeah, I really fancy doing that, but I like this page because that is a blinking good crystal in it for me to practice on. It's nice and big, and it might give me a bit of an oomph, you know, and a good start. So, there we go. There's one of my pages. And look at these fancy bookmarks I've got. Wonder who sent me these. Look at them, aren't they gorgeous? All the blues in them and stuff like that. They're gorgeous. So yeah, that's the page I'm going to do. Yeah, because the page after that it goes on to another planet. So what's this page? It's not page 62. Obviously, no one has to do these with me. Do you know what I mean? They're just what I plan to do this month because I really need to start putting, you know, getting my colouring time in. So it's Crystal Hibernation, page 62. Mysterious flying creatures spend this world's harsh winters hibernating. So it's a harsh winter. So doesn't look very harsh winter, that does it? All the plants. But suppose I could do the floor is ice and stuff like that. So there we go, put that in my head. So they spend the harsh winter hibernating. Mind you, it's an alien world, isn't it? So their winter could be purple, green, pink. When the year's first cool winds begin to blow, they expel a special gas around themselves which hardens to crystal. So there we go. That's the opposite, isn't it? When the year's first cool winds begin to blow, they expel a special gas around themselves which hardens and turns to crystal. In spring, they stretch their wings and break free. So, they don't look like they're expelling any gas. So, I know there's gases in the background there. I'll think about it, but I'll probably do it in blues or something like that, you know, like a wintry thing. So that's one of my first, babe. I'm not saying it'll be the first. Look at me with loads of copies of Alien Worlds. Got 4 copies of it now. Now here's my favourite book, Mythomorphia. Who doesn't love a bit of Mythomorphia? So what I'll do is just have a quick look. I always look at the back me rather than flipping through. I should have done all this beforehand, guys. I do apologise. Now there is one of these books where the opening pages, I'm sure it's just all like crystals. You know, the introduction page. I've seen it, I'm sure I've seen it somewhere. Where it's just all crystals on a huge page. I'll probably find it. So, let's have a look here. So, I've done that one. That one. Is that the very first? That paper felt thick then. So, I'm trying to find a single page if I can. Obviously, I did that one for the Galaxy one that had a few crystals in it, but I just put a blob of paint on it. Obviously, if I can't find a single page, I'm going to pick a double book. Has anyone else done any pages in here with crystal effects, or do you fancy doing anything? You pick anything out, or there's one. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it, guys. It's Echidna. And some dude, some lady anyway. She's got lots of, I think it looks like rocks around her, but you could do it as crystals. It'd look pretty cool. to do him. I mean, it's pretty cool to do. And then that one looks brilliant as well. Let me just have a look at that. So Cerberus, is it called? The three-headed dog. That's what I feel like Dougie sometimes, a three-headed dog. So no, that's more like, is it crystals? No. I suppose I could make the rocks coming off him crystals and do that, you know, like flames, but with, and then fiery crystals like red, and but it's a double page. I don't mind doing a double page, you know, I love my Kerbys. Oh, the double pages the better, but I always tend to go for double pages. So yeah, he is a maybe. Maybe still gonna go through it. Jenny crystals, and you know, just many look at that where it bled through. That was the but I'm not bothered because I've got another copy of this, and I'm gonna, from now on, I'm doing all my pages as just one page. So if there's something like that, obviously I'll get this page from another book, colour it, and then just stick it over the top before I bind it. Let's have a look. Is anyone else looking through their books? Have you found out, Maria, and realised before you had all your books out? And Leslie, hi my darling, how are you? You alright, sweetheart? And Geomorphia, yeah, I've got that one here. So did you not find anything in Myth. I got it was proper Salford then once, a Mythomorphia. That's all they all thought round here like that. Well, no, not everyone does, but that's how we're perceived on the telly. So this is the page I was thinking of. No, they are rocks, aren't they? They're not crystals. They're definitely rocks. I don't think there's... Now I honestly thought there'd be a few pages in here. What would be like more crystal. My gosh, well, that is one of my favourite pages out of all Kerby's. You know, that's my most, but I've just not got the confidence yet. I started and held off. I don't know what these are in from last month, I think. That one's not got crystals. I hope this isn't boring you guys, by the way. You know, if it's a bit boring. No, thank you, Dan. And I'm glad you're colouring along. Hi, Heather, you alright, sweetheart? Heather's in the house. So, yeah, if this is a bit thingy for you, just say get on with it, Ness. And, you know, but I'm just trying to look for something with... Yeah, that was the one I was going to do last month, but never got round to. He's not got none on. I just thought I might have missed something on. That's the two in depth. No, I don't think there's anything Mythomorphia. Yeah, there's another one. Who did I see do this page the other day? I was blown away with it. It was oh, it's on Instagram. Skittles, I think her name was. I do apologise, I don't know the full thing, but it's something Skittles. And she was just colouring this page on a quick thing, and oh my god, it was awesome. It was really, really good. The depth of the fire she got in his mane, it was just incredible. So yeah, Jace did a little bit of colouring on there for me, a bit of bleed through, but like I say, that's a WIP I started and I don't like at all. So this isn't a flip through a book's nest. Come on, crystal hunting. No. Now, Mythomorphia, I thought you would have had some crystals in. Right, so that's a no-no then for this month. Phantomorphia. Now this one, I'll have something, I think. There we go, first page crystals. So I could do the thingy page. It's got some crystals. It doesn't have to be all crystals, just something with gems or crystals in or something like that. So we've got the first page. Let me go to the back. No, again, not really seeing anything else. Oh, look at that back page. There we go. What a page. No, not second. Well, could do the back page. Look at that. Now, how good would that be? Do it. You've got all the diamond jewels and crystals there, haven't you? So that would be. So that's the one for Phantomorphia. I just want to try and get through all my books, but not do it all at once. So I'm starting to think if I can just pick, say, 5 or 6 pages. If the singles, obviously, just have a quick drink, guys. My mouth's so sore. Right, so Geomorph. Yeah, if I can pick, say, 1 page out of 6 different books, I've got something to go at then. And then obviously, let's get to the back of this one. Right, so we've got page 1. It should be perfect. And that one. I'm already doing the volcano. I've got that one too. Look at that one. Oh, I've never seen that page before. Well, I must have, but it's never stood out to me because obviously I always dodge the crystal ones. Does anybody else do that? Do you have certain things you're not too keen on, or you've not tried? Does that make sense? Let me have a look at that one first. So it's about halfway through after volcano. I'm not saying that for volcano's not in the book because I already took it out. I've still got quite a few pages to do in this book. That one. Now that'd look real nice because obviously the dark, because you're inside the cave, aren't you, looking out? I know it's rocks, but you could do them maybe as, no, the rocks. And that one's all rocks. That's another page I'm looking forward to doing. But it's just with it being all rock work, it's oh, come on. No, it's not going to be that one. Now, notice, yeah, I've not got a weird book. I binded it wrong. So it's upside down. So hence, like, obviously if everyone's thinking, I've not got that page. Yeah, for a few pages, I bound them upside down by accident. So yeah, there's the volcano, but I've got another one from out of another copy that I'm working on. So this, yeah. So there's this page, isn't that? There's the one. This is what I'm talking about. This is going to be my page. This is the double page, the intro page. I don't know if anyone else, does anyone else colour their introduction pages? Oh, has this book not got a start? Oh yeah, there it is. And that, I can't wait to pick a theme for that. You know, I only realised that was a beetle the other week when I was looking at it. Because I thought it was nice little houses on a load of rocks and, you know, bent tree. And then when I looked at it again, I realised it was a beetle. And I've had this book for how many years? So yeah, there will be something coming up, but we'll do that one. But that's going to be the page I'm going to do, and this is the page I think I'll start on. The thing bit, and then if I can do like maybe, I don't want to do them all blues. I might do them blues and greens, and then bring the colour into the sense, you know, like do a bit of me inks maybe and stuff like that. The acrylic ink, I'd look in the middle, be good in the middle. I told you this. Let me stop talking about acrylic ink. Where's Jaycee's page? I did a picture of Jace the other day. We was playing. Oh, where's it gone? We was playing the other day. You know when your nana's entertain. Oh, yeah, Pickles. Yeah, right, sweetheart. Overachiever much. I like that. You've got thingy, haven't you? You know what I mean? Colour them in pink. Blue's my favourite colour though. Everything has to be blue. Oh, he's telling Leslie to cook something pink. I'm miles away on that one. I missed that one. It's gone past. And Jodie's in, is she? I can see everyone saying hi to Jodie. I keep forgetting, you know, to look at the chat when I'm just going on with myself. So yeah, me and Jace that weekend we did a bit of ink painting, just dropping it on and blowing it with a straw, and then we did one obviously in blues. Nana loves blues, and I used the hairdryer and I just love the effect that we got on it. You know, like just doing it with the hairdryer and like the lighter and darker areas. Just that was just working it with the hairdryer, and I think it come out really good. So I was quite impressed with that. So I'm going to try something like that in here. Obviously, I'll have to put masking fluid around these, and then I can just go, you know, pop because they're all single pages in here, aren't they? Yeah. So I can just drop the blue inks on because I've got quite a few different blues. Then drop them on, and then I'll try and get something like this. So I might do that on Tuesday actually, if anyone's, you know, interested in doing something like that. So I'd just be using the magic colour acrylic paints that I've got. Started collecting these last week. I've got quite a few already. So yeah, I'd just be using really light blues just to try and get a wavy effect or something like that. I don't know. Who's scary new now, one of you? I can see yeah, scary stuff. He's talking about me. My tea feels like scary stuff at the moment, that blinking soul. Pickle and Jodie are the same person. You know what, guys? Just ignore me. You know what I mean? It's just because some people are saying hi, then I just deny Jodie, and I just got totally confused. So you like that idea, do you, Pickles? So, yeah, I was saying just before you come on, Pickles, that obviously this month, obviously, well, not obviously, I do a different theme every month as a Kerby challenge, and this month is crystals because I want to try and push myself to colouring crystals. So, I think this is going to be the first page of tattle, guys. So I'll put that at the top, and I have marked it, and I've put it at the top. 2 more to look through. I don't know if there's going to be anything in Mythic World. We can't look through the back camera. Oh wait, seeing something then. All failing, I can do this page. I could practice on them. Let me put that there. So then I know I've got a bit of a practice, even in photocopied it, can't I? So, start from the back. It's easy to flip through for me. No crystals, no. I'm not too sure if there's anything in this one. I'm not really coloured in this book, really. Let me think. Well, I think it's because when I want to do it, I want to like try and represent it as it is rather than just yeah, I like that page. Karen did this page. You don't know. You know what? I get a bit like that. It's like with Jaycee gets us all mixed up, and sometimes I'm Nana, sometimes I'm Nanny, sometimes I'm Mummy. But that's a good page, isn't it? Karen, yeah, My Colourful Country Life did this page, and she's done a tutorial on it. It's absolutely fabulous. where it's turned out she did it in all like blues and greens and turquoises, and it's really good. So I could just maybe do one page. Oh, we'll see. So has anyone else done any of these pages, and or do you fancy joining in, or he's giving it a minute, you know what I mean, or just take the month as it comes? That one's, no, don't like it. There's a few pages that, you know, sometimes you think, oh heck, not really fancy. Don't really fancy doing them, but I will find challenges. That was a practice, but this must be my practice book, because I've done that. Yeah, it's my practice book. Oh, my second page book. You've just done that, but you've just done that page, haven't you, Pickles? Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it on your completed pages. It's fantastic. Looks really good. Yeah, not too sure if there's anything in. Suppose that could be classed as a jewels page, because you've got like a few jewels in there, and you could do these as jewels maybe. Put your finger there. That's going to be a difficult page, I think. You know, getting the reflection in there and all the little tiddly detail. Oh, right. And it is so cute. Anyone else think he's cute, or is that just me? What? What are we saying now? Let me catch up. Kirby calls me every day. I wish he did personally. Well, he's one done. So you're going to do a buddy, you two guys, Heather and Pickles. If anyone ever, where we go, which page are you talking about, Marie? Miles away. Don't you think? Oh, I do think he's. I don't know. It's just. I know he's ugly, but he's just cutie looking. Cutie ugly. You wouldn't let him babysit or anything like that, would you? But you know. But I don't know. Can't wait to do that page, but I can't think of a theme to put it under. Got to have a theme for the page. So I'm hopefully going to get through all my books. Let's see if there's any. No, no crystals. Even if there was just one in the corner. That's bits of all the other pages, isn't it? So I know that that tail belongs to the thingy dude, doesn't it? The fella in there's a couple of like rocks. I think that's the Magna dragon, isn't it? Oh, you know, some producer again. So on this one, I've marked the page 68. And page 68 is. I'm not reading it all out because this book has the hard words in it. There are words in it, and I just know I'll make an absolute shambles. So 68. Will it be any? Let me see. 68. Couldn't even find anything. See what I mean? The Groot slang. Is that I know, yeah, the creepy, the creepy water dude. Yeah, so that's a brute slang, and it's from. Okay, I'm not even going to do it, but South Africa. That's as much as I'm going. Gigantic serpent with a trunk and tusks and ears of an elephant. Oh, the gods realised that they made a mistake making something like that. So, yeah, I'll have that one as a double in Mythic World. And then I have already 90%, no, not 90%, I'm lying, probably 70% coloured this book, but I got a new copy as I'd like to, redo them because it's been when I very first started my colouring journey. And obviously we all grow, don't we, and stuff like that, and pages, so I just thought I'd have a quick look, see if there's anything in Worlds Within Worlds. See if something jumps out at me, even though I've got plenty. Obviously there's the ice hand, but they're not really crystals, it's ice in it, as I've just said. God, on a gonk sometimes. Crowns would be perfect. I have done one of the crowns, but I've not done that crown. Is that the man's and that's the ladies, or not too sure. I was going to do it as a challenge for King Charles III, but I just never got round to it. Right, anyone else know any crystal pages? No, I don't think there's anything here. No. There's some pages in my other book that I absolutely adore, like the candle page in the, I call it Pandora's box. So I won't be recolouring them because I enjoyed how they turned out. So nothing jumping out at me in Worlds Within Worlds, so I'll put that to one side. I know we've got World of Colour and all these other books. Kirby's worst page ever in Worlds Within Worlds. Guess which I mean? Anyone? Let me have a look. The worst one, not the dolls one, is it? The dollhouse. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, I absolutely butchered mate. Let me get it. Let me get it. Here's my very first copy. My precious copy. Look at it. Oh, these are the pages that I've got left to colour. Let me see if I can find the doll's house real quick. Yep, there we go. Look at that. I won't say I butchered it. I did this in. It was a buddy colour with Jacqueline from the Spare Room Studio, and I did this in September 21. So I used my Arteza pencils and a black Posca for the background and the circle thing. You know what I mean? I just really didn't fancy this page, so I don't even think I did any shading on it. I just used glitter pens and stuff like that to fill in spaces. Yeah, I won't be revisiting that page for a while anyway. And the dolls, that's what I was going to say. The Russian dolls, yeah, I've not done that page. Yeah, these are some of the pages that I've still got to do. The Emerald City one. I call it the Emerald City, and the Yellow Path. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. That's how I want to do that one, but I've not got round to it yet. I've done all these. Just got one of the crown to do, and the prawns. Oh, the prawns. That one. Got that one to do. I'm not looking forward to that one for some reason. I don't know why. I've got an idea, but so yeah, I've still got a few pages to do. Got the rams to do. Done the clock, and then I've got the iguanas to do, and the flying. Yeah, got that to do, and that one. And then I think, oh, the very last page, and then I think that's done. I've got to update these. These are all the pages that Oh yeah, we've got the Emperor Penguin, the thingy page to do, which I think is one of the thingy pages. I don't know what anyone else feels like. I don't know. It's just one of them pages. It's that one. You know, the Emperor Penguins. I did start it, and I just don't like it. I think I used Arteza. Yeah, that's another bit. Ah, crystals. There we go. So I'm picking that page in Worlds Within Worlds. Even though I'll shove that up there at the moment, but because obviously I've coloured on the back of it, what I'll do is I'll use it in this book because I can just take it out then when I come to bind them. Obviously it's a lot cleaner, that one. So when I come to do them, obviously all I do is I just have a Stanley knife and I just basically cut down the centre of the book, and then hopefully, I should have done it on that side, shouldn't I? I'll probably just remove the other page. Sorry. So, oh, you silly mare. Not concentrating. I think Jace is fast asleep, and he's not coming anyway, guys. So, little cutie. So yeah, that's definitely. And then I just work on the pages out the book. And then what I'll do is, like I say, I do bind my own books. I just treated myself out my birthday money with a proper doodie machine where you put the pages in and you clamp it down and you get the coils. I got it off Amazon. If anyone wants to see me bind a book, but like I say, I've done a lot of the pages in here and like that. It's one of my favourite pages because I love sloths, but I don't know. I'll probably keep them all anyway. But like the crab pages, you know, has come to bleed through. So when I come to do that one, I'll use it out the other book and then I can just put them back. What's the chat saying? Creepy doll's house, yeah, you agree, Leslie? Yeah, the dolls aren't very good now, really, as well. You know what we should do? We should all pick a page we really don't like and just all get it out the way with a body colour. You know, just work on it on a Tuesday and a Thursday while we're here. We could just all get it out the way. So yeah, that's my Worlds Within Worlds page. I've just pulled it out, so that's ready to go. So we've got all the crystals at the bottom. So there you are. So I've got one single. That was a double, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a double. So I'll put that to one side. That's a double, but I'm really looking forward to doing that one. So that's going to be the first one I start. So that needs to go on the double pile, you muppet. So that's a single. And that's a single. So I've got 3 singles and 2 doubles that I'm planning to work on this month. So that's that, guys. So what I want to do now is I just want to briefly show you where I got up to on the pages I've been working on. Not done. Well, yeah, I'd be quite a bit. I just get rid of my page clips, which are fantastic to stop the pages. Right, I was working on this one, wasn't I? Last time I was on a live. Let me see which is the right way up. Can't remember. Look for the page number. There we go. So it goes that way. So this is what I was working on the last live. Let me just get rid of these books. Into my cart. Oh, don't follow me now. Don't follow me now. Yeah, so this is the page that, you know, I did with the splattering using the acrylic inks I've got, and sprayed them, and then I went over with some just acrylic ink going over all the things, and then I used Nuvo stone drops to go over and just add texture now. I don't really you can see it there properly. I can't see if you see it. It comes, if you let me know if anyone is that, if that's too far in, too close to you for you to see it. But if you see it, it's got all like little breathe holes in it the way it dries, because it's like got sand in it. You get little breathe holes. So to me, when you see it up close, it's really sharp, you know, like just other than obviously I still need to do some shading on this. Then ended up using a few different metallic paints to try and get the greys I was looking for. Then I used some Posca on the flames. And then on the second page, I've up to here. All I've got to do basically now is just add the Nouveau drops, which I'll do now if you guys don't mind. Just add a bit of oh, you don't be scared, darling, of thinking in a book. They are very expensive, the Prismacolors. I personally love polychromos. They're my favourite, but I prefer a hard pencil. But rather than splash out, love, because obviously you're looking to get into your Kirby and stuff like that. I don't really, you know, you've been colouring long, or you know, you're ready for a new set of pencils. But I think Arteza pencils are just as good. You know, you get a lot of stuff out of them, and you know, like I say, I always go back to my Artezas. You know, I've got them all. I have all my pencils in tins rather than having them in pencil cases now. So in here I have my Artezas. Where's that? Yeah, Arteza. There's so many of them. Let me just the greens. Why there's got to be so many greens? I've got the polychromos. I've got Derwent, not Derwent. Yes, and I've got the Derwent, but I've not sorted them out yet. I've got the Dermot. No, they're the Inktense. Love Inktense. Where's my other tree? There we go. I've got the Derwent Pro Colours, what Maria sent me. So I just have them all in one book. To be honest with you, like I say, I love Arteza. And the only I've got also Brute Funa. I've got there's Brute Funa squares as well. I've got to add in here, and they're another good brand. So you know there is other brands out there if you don't want to go, because again the polys are very good. You know, you can pick. You've got Inktense and Chromaflow. AliExpress, yeah, they're really good. But who was it? Who was saying you have to be careful on AliExpress because there's a cheaper brand out there, but people are selling it as Prismas. Do you know what I mean? So just be careful with. Make sure it's a shop where you know there's a lot of positive comments and stuff like that from. So yeah, but like the Artezas, but out of anything, I'd recommend polychromos if you like a harder pencil. It depends what you're after. The Prismas are soft. No, next to Brute Funa. No, the Brute Funa, I do like the Brute Funa squares. I do like them new finger ones. Right, maybe just buy a smaller set. If you're after to buy, you know, like rather than just going straight in and buying the set of 120 and it being £200, start with a 12, 12 set or something like that and do it like that. Maybe that's what I'd do, but I don't know what if other people can advise you better. Maybe someone who's been colouring, longer and stuff like that. But as far as a Kerby page, just go for it, darling. You can't go wrong. His shading's there for you, and at the end of the day, the books are there to have fun, aren't they? That's what we do it for colouring, and providing you're enjoying yourself. Like me last week, I'd never used the inks before, and I just threw them at the page, and I'm really loving it. On this side of the page, like I say, I'm going to add the Nouveau drops in a second to leave that dry, and then this page will be finished. I've just got to do the spaceship But like on the other pages, I'm not too sure yet what colour I want to do the spaceship and the little astronaut. So I'm going to leave them. Now on here, I did the background with acrylic paint, and then I wanted it like to be smoky, so I used my Prisma. No, I didn't use Prisma. Why am I lying? I used my Faber-Castell so pit chalk pencils. These ones, the Faber-Castell Pit Pastels, and I used a red and an orange and just kept smushing them out, and it was amazing. I put white down first. I tried it with pencil first of all and it wouldn't work. I've still got to go around the airship properly, you know, with a pencil, but with a Posca. But it's black acrylic, and then I just smushed all the thing out to one side. Ah, yeah, that's a good idea, Heather. I never thought of that. Just getting a couple of pencils, like a couple of colours you really like for the what's Marie saying? You don't need more. You don't need any more pencils, Marie. You've got millions. Yeah, that's why I'm not buying any more pencils now or anything like that. You know, there's hundreds in there of pencils, and yeah, I like to have them all, but I'm happy with the ones I've got. Like I say, I do like quite a few of the cheaper brands, and I think they're great. But obviously, we've got the Chroma Flows and the Inktense. That's brilliant. You know what I mean? So yeah, maybe like Heather said, great advice there, Heather. Getting open stock and trying it that way, or like I said, get a small set of just if you can get them on a sale somewhere. So with the Nouveau Stone Drops, I've just thingy the end, you know, made sure it's not gonna pop on me. And then all I did, so I just want to get this page out of the way, is just pick random spots and just squeezed it out. Can you see there? Let me bring you in a little bit closer. Is that alright? So I'm either scream on chat, I mean big capitals out the shot or whatever, because I don't know what it is. I don't know if anyone can advise me for maybe when they do lives. I tried to watch it on my laptop, filming on my phone, watch it on my laptop through YouTube so I can see the chat, and it shows for about 10 minutes what I'm doing, so I can make sure I'm in shot and everything. Then after 10 minutes I just get a circle. Oh, hold on, I thought I'd wax across the page then. So just checking the app, so I hope you can all see it. Let me know. I've got some on my fingers. Yeah, I've just touched that. And then all I did was just to go over where I think Kerby put his darkest colours. And just added a bit of this. You can hear the sand as you put it down. And they've got these in quite a few colours as well. So it'd be good for like concrete and stuff like that. You know, like brickwork in between bricks. What do they call it? I've just gone down there. Put my arm in it. Can you hear this? I don't know if you can hear the sand. Some scratch on the paper, I don't know if it's picking up that well. Also, on my playlist, I don't know if you've already watched it, I think you said last week you were going through them, wasn't you, slowly, but I've got a few things on, like tutorials on how I personally tackle a Kerby page, and just break it down into parts. You know, just do it section by section rather than looking at it as a whole page and thinking, a WIP. Just split it down into little parts and do section by section, and it's so much easier. And then as you work the page and it comes along, you'll just end up with a brilliant piece, you know, a brilliant completed page, because he shows us where, you know, his dark shadow, you know, he thinks the dark shadows and that with the etching. So if you follow that, you know, it looks great, because that's all I do. It's not like I've said to the guys on here before, I haven't got a clue where it comes to, you know, like realism and stuff like that. And I've never coloured a portrait picture. I take my hat off to you guys, you know, when you colour these amazing portraits of these like beautiful women in, I can't remember her name. Oh, Alexandra, someone, I don't know. I can't, but I think one of her books was called Black Raven or something like that. The portraits in there are absolutely just beautiful. And anyone who can colour skin and stuff like that, I take my hat off. Luckily for me, Kirby doesn't do a lot of skin people. He does monsters and ghouls. I'm going to say something else. Yeah, so, you know, my advice to you would be, if you know, nervous of starting your first Kirby page, don't be nervous. It's fun. They're great to just let loose on, because obviously his pages aren't realism. You can pick your own colours and your own, you know, theme, what you want. And this month is Crystals month, so if you fancy going through his books and finding a page that has crystals on, and join myself and many others in the challenge, if that, you know, gives you a bit of inspiration. I think last month, no, not last month, Galaxy month, which was, when was Galaxy? May, what's the month? April. So there you go. Looks like a load of tomato sauce, doesn't it, all over the page? Oh my god, look at all this now. No, before I had that one. Just chuck them all. That's it, that's it, isn't it? You just, you know, put it all on, and so that's what it looks like wet. It just looks like a bit of tomato sauce, doesn't it, on the plate? But when it dries, it's brilliant. I love it, mate. Just dries, and it just, to me, just looks like a bit of lava. So, apart from colouring my spaceship, that's now completed. Don't need to do anything else on there, I don't think. Not happy with the way I did the fire on that page. I used Poscas and some gel pens. I wish I'd have just done it in pencil, but I wanted it to stand out more, and I thought they wouldn't stand out, so I tried to use brighter colours. I much prefer the flames on this side, but I'm not going to redo it because I don't think I've got enough drop to do another page. Kind of looks like a pizza planet. Oh, does it not look like that? Oh, there we go. Pizza Planet. I like it. Yeah, that's probably what Jason would say, because he was making pizza earlier with a toy thing. Might as well do it now. That's it. At the end of the day, they are just pages. It's not as if anyone's going to get onto you and say, oh no, you know, don't do it like that. Yeah, it's very, very true. And yeah, that's the one, Anastasia. I'm not saying her surname, but you all can read it there. Anastasia, oh, her books are amazing. I really love seeing, you know, her pages that have been coloured, or watching people colour them. They look really, really good. So does it not look like lava, them pickles? Looks more like a pizza, so we'll call this a pizza page from now on rather than the lava page. But I'm not going to start picking pizza as a theme for 1 month. Yeah, so that's one of the pages now completed, what I started with you guys. I started my colouring journey on Kerby and I've never coloured anybody else. You always saying sorry for pickle. Thing, it does start like pizza, like I said, it does look tomato ketchup, but it does dry a bit different. I should colour this orange and have it as pepperami. It's too good with that and put a few chilies round here for the hotness coming off the cheese. So yeah, that's one double page from last month what I started with you guys. Let's see what else I've got here. I've got loads of stuff. Well, that was me lava page. I've still not took a photograph of that and put it on Insta. So that's that one. Did I finish this dude? Oh yeah, finally finished this dude. Don't know if I showed it you last time we was on. You can't be unseen. Yeah, so finished this one. More than happy with it. Like I say, I'm not colouring the fella yet. Let me just put this page away what's drying because I know I'm going to pang another piece on top of it. So did him. Oh, that's all the staining from the other day. I'm a scruff out. I've not even cleaned it. That one I've already seen. I've not done anything else with the volcano. I've got quite a bit on that to do. So the volcano, obviously I'm trying to do it, make the walls look more like lava, and then make it look like here and do the smoke. Got quite a bit on that page to do yet. And then I've got my bird's eye. I'm going to put the Nouveau. Which one am I going to do? I've got a. Let me have a look here on my spinning machine. My little spinny thing. Oh, come here, that's squeaking. I think I need to. Let me have a look. I've got the colour somewhere. I can't reach it. Trust me to put it, so I have to stand up. Yeah. I'm running low on this one as well, actually. Oops, there we go. Bang you. Oh, thank you, Yana. That's lovely of you. That's why I wanted to start coming on lives, just so I can sit and talk to people and just bring everything to the page. That's what I want to start doing. Your page is great, thank you, Pickles. I have to keep remembering to look at the thing. So with this one, I'm going to go over the eye. I don't know whether to do it now because it'll dry tonight and then I can work on the rest of the page. What do you reckon, guys? Should I go for it? Let's go for it and just hope I've got enough. No, I can't because I need to do the bird. Right, this is what else I meant to ask you. I don't really ask you guys. You know the eye? Like it has the white thing in it. Is that the white bit? I'm sure I asked last time. So you've got the main eye, and then obviously you have like the white flecks, which I suppose I could do as the birds. Not too sure yet what I want to colour the birds, so I can't do that till I've sorted the birds. But is this like classed as the white fleck, or should I bring the brown into there? Does anybody know? What would you guys do? I was going to bring the brown in, that colour brown in, but I don't know which one I use. It'll be one of these. I should think this one. Because I think it's coming because it's all one part of one piece. And then I can put my own, when I've put the glaze over and I've done the birds, I can, oh, what does anyone else think? Looks alright in white as it is. leave it as a highlight, yeah. There we go, it's because staying white. There we go. So I'm not going to colour it because it's white. So I need to decide what colour I'm doing the birds. I did say I was going to try and do them like try and leave them white. Also this bit round his eye as well, I think it's supposed to be black going round. Can't remember now, and I can't look at the reference picture because it's on my phone. Let me see, let me have a look at what everyone's put in. Right, so looks fantastic in white, so is that read? Ah, there we go. Yeah, white birds, that's what I was thinking. See, hints of blues. Ooh, yeah, I've done that. I usually just, if I was going to do something like this bird and white, I'd just use a bit of shading in it for the grey. I've still got all these feathers to work on yet. I did these bits, finished these, and then, like a silly Billy, I started using the black to emphasise each individual wing, and I've got to do that now on the whole blinking page answer. So this is the next page I'm hoping to work on. So no time like the present, like they say. Let me just. Oh, already 9:10. Don't time fly when we're on here. Go. No, so slow on this wall. Yeah, I started using the black so I could, add maybe a bit more shading in. Don't know, I'll just press there, it'll work. You'll see someone about 22 years younger there. I spent 22 years getting things over there now. Oh, is it frozen? Let me see. Am I there? Or am I gone? Miles away. Is that alright? I was just checking my phone then to make sure it hadn't gone funny again. It usually starts playing up on me after an hour and a half, something like that, daft phone. Right. Let me just try and find a nice grey to work a bit of. What I'm thinking maybe is, what's this one? Oh, I've got the thingy pencils in here as well. I've just realised the Arbitjura. Like this one grey. See, I need to do these swatches, so I can rather than just picking them out. Just picking them out and hoping for the best is with you, lass. That's a cold grey and that's a warm grey, so that's not good, is it? Right, there's another cold grey, so we'll use cold grey. So all I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do a load. What I'm going to do is just add a bit of shading. to be the brown. Just make little flick marks where Kerby's done his things, and I just want to do it as if a little bit of shade underneath the feathers there. Not going into too much detail on these because it won't be hardly noticed by the time they need to sharpen it. Oh, where keep it. I won't sharpen it near the microphone like I did last time and nearly deafen everybody. That's why I'm actually looking forward to doing, you know, using the. You thought what was a good idea? What's that? I'm good, right, so I'm okay, not frozen to me. Swatching, you thought that was a good idea. I know, but do you know, 9 times out of 10, I don't use my swatches. I just open the pencil cases and I just pick the colours and just work with them. And 9 times out of 10, they usually work out together. But because I've got them all in like my tubs now, I'm thinking, well, I really need to, you know, do a swatch and then put them all together, and like so all the greens are on. Like, well, I bought some rings, so you know, and then I've got the swatch things, so I'll do them one day when I'm extremely let me just make sure just when I'm extremely bored. But I do need to start working on it because it will help me in the long run. It's just a matter of, like I was saying the other day, do I want to do it in a gradient? So, you know, all the colours are next to each other, or do I want to do them in brands? So then, if I do get any pencils, because you never know, can't say I'm never buying any more. Then if I do in the future, I can just add new brands to them rather than having to re-swatch all over again to add other colours in. Just putting a bit of shading in, bring down the wings a little bit. Yeah, Jace must definitely be asleep because he's not coming, little sweetheart, but he's had a busy day today with his Auntie Katie. Katie brought him up earlier and clothes at work, bless her. And then tomorrow, when Chloe's for the barbecue, so I hope the weather's nice. The weather's got a bit naff here. We had absolutely gorgeous weather. You know, like really, really hot. And on all them days, what didn't I do? Didn't do any washing at all. And then today it's clouded over, and what have I put out? A load of washing. There's something wrong with me. Not right. Definitely, no blistering heat, and could have got like 12 lots of washed and dried in one day. No, Ness doesn't put hers out. I'm just working over. And then I've got a lighter grey. So that one was polychromo. And it was cold grey 3. And this is cold grey 2. So what I want to do is just blend that out. Oh, I have some reason tonight. My lamp seems to be glaring. I don't know if it's because usually I have other pages underneath and not on there. a pad. I don't know. No, it's definitely me. Hope it's not glaring for you guys. Is that all right? Yeah, it definitely does. I'm lost in it again. Just trying to catch up on shit. I keep forgetting. Not awesome to anti and mini time is the best it is, isn't it? Having little ones, and I just want to get Jason to colouring and stuff like that. He got a magazine before with Katie and Jack on the way up here, and there's a big Paddington Bear thing in it, and a few of the other characters he likes, a big colouring page. So hopefully tomorrow, we'll probably have a go at colouring that together. He knows all his colours and stuff. He's got his own pencils, and but it's funny because even though my phone's not in, he sits here and waves, thinking, like he's saying hello to all you guys because he did the other week. So when I put him to bed before, because he was really tired and obviously it's bedtime, you watching Bing the bunny, and he just said, he said, Nana, go to work, go do her work now. Like I said, and it was just the sweetest thing. Because his job is playing with toys and Nanny's job is colouring. So that suits me. I've got quite a bit of brown on here, but hopefully I'll be able to mask it. Just want to bring that. Oh, the chat keeps going off. Am I still on, everybody? Yeah. Like that I tried to get this as black, the pupil, and I tried to get it as black as I could with the pencils, and it won't go, so I ended up going over with a black fine liner, and from this angle I can see lots of scratch marks and like pen marks, so but I'll sort it out. But thank you very much. It'll look even better once the thing is over, the glaze, because it'll really come alive then. It'll be, like I say, I'm not going to do loads and loads of shading on this bird. I hope he still looks white and not like a grey dove, but either way, it's I know that bit's brown there, that colour, that section in brown. And then here. So yeah, hopefully, I'm doing now permanent Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm not doing the Wednesdays because it's just getting a little bit too much. I know I only did it a couple of times. It sounds like I did it for 15 years. I've done it getting too much. But I just want to be able to have at least one day a week where I can, like just concentrate on actually getting some colouring done and having a day to myself. I know I colour with you guys, and it's the best. I love it. I really, really do. It's changed everything for me so much. I feel so much better since I've been coming on, and I've met so many lovely, lovely people since doing my very first live for the Kerby 2-week colour with Shannon. She told me to jump in with both feet. I did, and look how many friends I've made coming on and chatting. Yeah, so the birds are going to be a bit like that. Not really that much coloured, but once I've worked all the feathers, I'll show you the feather very briefly. Let me see if I've got a watercolour brush. with water in. No, no water in it. But you can soon change that. Don't mind they're on this turn thing. Look at that many water brushes. The one I pick up. There we go. There we go. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it, all the sticky out bristles. Oh, that one I've just made into a right mess. They won't even flat out. It's just the way I've put the lid on. So they're sticking up, but they're sticking out at the top, so I'll just trim them off. If I can find my scissors. I'll leave it. I'll leave it as it is and hopefully it won't. So on these feathers I've got loads. I've got loads on there. I've got Prismacolor, pencil work, I've got Artesian, I'll tell them all right. And then I just put Inktense over the top in the end because I was working that much on the shading, just trying to see which ones I've activated and which ones I've not. I can't tell. I need new glasses. So I used, I think it was the new Inktense brown. I've done that side. I think can't even tell if it's coming up. Yeah, it is. So I've done them up to there where it's done. And these, even though I've gone round them in dark, so I just want to try and, with this colour, just try and emphasise the areas of shading I can between the wings and where Kerby's put his lines, and then just over it looser. My kind of page, yeah, because I've noticed that you like your stuff, don't you? Yeah, I was thinking that myself, Pickle, like maybe just doing it once a week, but I don't know, I enjoy it, I thoroughly enjoy it, and I get so much out of it. You guys just build my confidence so much, and it's like so much appreciated. Like when gigs are going, you always thank me for, for streaming and stuff like that, and I enjoy it. But like I say, the 3 days in a row was just getting fat, and not only that, I've got appointments and stuff like that during the day, the hospitals and doctors and stuff, having teeth pulled. So yesterday I wouldn't have been able to speak yesterday morning by the time I was all done for 11 o'clock, but no, I was feeling proper sorry for myself yesterday afternoon. Lay on the couch. Dougie kept coming over and licking me, and I'm like, I've got a sore mouth, as if he knew what a sore mouth was. He's blinking dog. But he gave me the sympathy I needed. In case he come round today, she was like, I'm having a mouth sore. So I've nursed them back to health when they've had teeth removed. So yeah, these feathers have got an awful lot of different pencils and products on them and stuff like that. So I'm just activating where I've done the Inktense because the brown, like I say, is just lovely. I do need to get the rest of the new colours. Marie sent me some for my birthday, so I have swatched them. I just need to put them in a golden ringlet, really, just colour them, so I know which colours I need now, which helps, so I'm gonna order them next month. But RT, I keep saying RTs. I've got RTs on the brain tonight. What's on there? Inktense are just brilliant, aren't they? You know, it's so yeah. Just there's places where I will still go in and add a little bit of, bring the black in. I think round here it'd be black on the actual eye because we've got the brown, so the outer rim would be black, wouldn't it? I think, like I say, my reference pictures on my phone, so it's not as if I can have a quick look, but I'm not doing that section right now, so it doesn't really matter, does it, guys? I don't think I've done all these feathers to add. Pickles, how old is your niece? You were saying a minute ago you love days, like obviously you love like days when, his auntie and stuff like that. How old is she? Is she been into Bing and stuff like that, or is she a little bit older and too old for that now? Because there was a lovely thing yesterday. Where we go now? Would it not would? I just seen would it not would. Then I thought, oh well, what are we talking about here? Oh, you glad you found my jar? Oh, you're a sweetheart. Well, that's all I want. If I can encourage one person, sweetheart, to tackle a Kirby page, that's, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Like I say, if you want to, maybe join in with this month's Crystal Gems page, I just went through some of the pages that I'm planning to colour this month, and I've never coloured a crystal. So you're in the same boat as me, my love. I'm showing earlier, I don't know if you've seen the book I showed, where it's like a reference book and she shows you how to colour crystals. So what I'll probably do on Tuesday is colour a crystal. Because obviously I'll be starting one of the pages. I'm not too sure when I've got. I think I'm only having Jace now on Saturdays because he's going to be starting big school in September. So we're trying to get him more into a routine, so he's not staying with me as much. So he's with Chloe and they can get into a routine together that suits them. So, because at the moment he only goes to nursery 2.5 days a week, which is really, really doing him good. He's come on leaps and bounds, bless him. He had these injections yesterday in his leg, and the nurses were fantastic. They mentioned Bing and Peppa Pig because he's watched their cartoons and they go and have their injections, and it was fantastic. It's a brilliant idea, but the nurses are going along with it, and obviously if you've got a 3-year-old who knows Peppa Pig and you're coming towards them with and not going to be happy. But as soon as you mention Peppa Pig has been in and had hers done, and Bing, it changes everything, doesn't it? So we got his little red book filled out, and he got a certificate and a Spider-Man badge, a Spider-Man sticker rather. So he was very happy. So yeah, I've just got to work on these feathers a little bit more. Hopefully, I might get a little bit done tomorrow, and before we go to the barbecue. Can't wait. Chloe does a superb barbecue. She really, really does. Now, so I just hope I can eat tomorrow. I'm going to do if I can't eat burgers. I had rice for my tea tonight because obviously you don't have to chew it really, do you? Rice is just that. So yeah, I'm going to have to get my mouth around a burger tomorrow in a hot dog. Take that as you will. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So it'll be a nice change. I'm getting out and visiting my daughter's house. Because like I say, they usually come here and visit me, and because mobility isn't as good as I'd like it to be. But my best mate Kat's coming with me. So venturing out is not as scary when I have someone with me. Even though I know I'm not going to get lost and perfectly fine, it's just if someone was trapping up my anxiety, just get the I'd panic. Well, I won't panic. I just want to come home. And just wouldn't find it as fun. So, but I've got to start getting out about. Can't become a hermit. That's why I like having Jace here and stuff like that, because it gets me. Like I say, it's so quiet tonight without Dougie, because he's gone to Kev's for a few days. Give me a bit of a break, because he's been a bit of a monkey, as little Dougie. Like I say, him escaping and running into the main road and giving me a heart attack, which is only my fault because I'm his owner. Fragile World, yeah, it's a cracking book. Fragile. She started with Anamorphia. Yeah, Anamorphia is a good book. I'm not too sure if there's any pages with crystals in there. And I think that was one of the books I didn't go through, isn't it, before? Fragile Worlds is. When I first got Fragile Worlds, I wasn't too keen. It's like I said before, I'd never really done realism. And, that's one of the books where I personally wouldn't anyway, go and colour a purple hippo and stuff like that because of the nature of the book. And, it's all about like endangered species and stuff like that. But like we always say, each to our own, we all do different. Nobody colours the same. We all have our own methods and stuff like that. And that's what makes colouring so unique. You can copy, sit and watch someone's video and stop and start it, which I've done when I was learning. I followed Karen, My Colourful Country Life, and she's got the whole mythical world. I know, what is it? Worlds Within Worlds. She's got the whole book completed, and every page is a colour along. So you have Worlds Within Worlds, or get that one and fancy watching, colour alongs, and you can follow her every step and stuff like that. It's brilliant. But even if you follow her step by step, everyone comes out, everyone still comes out different because we all just have our own unique way. And as you colour more, you'll notice when you go back over some page, when you look back over them after 12 months, you'll realise how far you've come on and how far your colouring's gone. Because that's the stage I'm at now. Like when I look back on some of my pages, I think, wow, like how different I see things now. So I think I've activated most of them now, just chattering away with myself. Hug juice. I like that, the hug juice. It made him strong. Yeah, we do that with Calpol. Jace, for some reason, he used to always, like Calpol. All adults love Calpol, don't they, for some reason, but as a baby, they just go off it all of a sudden, don't they? Yeah, you know, it's due the anxiety. It's awful, isn't it? Because I'm all right with like once I'm thinking, but it just comes on me for no reason, and it just, like you say, for the weirdest reading. You got the blue leopard in that book. Like I say, we all do different, don't we, sweet? Oh, diddly-doo. Hello, good morning from the Netherlands. Good morning, the Netherlands. Have I missed someone? Karen, is that our Karen? Our colourful country life. There she is. Good morning, darling. How are you? Just been talking about you, Karen. Saying to Maria that you've got oh, where am I up to now? What was I saying then? I was praising you anyway, sweetheart, like I do. Saying that I, you know, followed your tutorials when I first started colouring, and we just end up getting our own way of colouring, don't we, and stuff like that. And how nice it is to look back on pages we've done in the past and see how far we've come with our colouring. But I just said to Marie then that if, or to Maria, sorry, getting all my names mixed up now, that if she goes, it must have been burning. That's why you signed in, sweetheart. You thought that Ness is going on about me again. But no, I was just explaining to her because she was saying that she's not coloured a Kerby before and she's just getting into the colouring and going to start. So I just was saying that if she logs onto your channel, you've got all the Worlds Within Worlds pages covered, haven't you? Every page of the book in a tutorial, and you know she can follow along and get some hints and tips off other colourists and stuff like that. None of us, like I was saying, none of us say this is how you've got to colour. We just share how we like to colour. I threw everything at this page, Karen, at the moment. How these feathers are doing my boating. I'm getting very fed up with them. They've all got a bit of polychromos, a bit of ink tense on them, a bit of everything. So it's a neutral brown, but I need to just get the shading in there, I think, more than anything in between. So I need to sit down with a nice cup of coffee. Don't mind. Just thinking that I've got a drink here at the time to keep sipping, but that was killing me. Yeah, that is a super page, isn't it? The robot one. Oh, thanks, Marie. Oh, that goosh. What is goosh? Oh, goose paint. I've seen people use it. Yeah, it's like, is it acrylic paint? I get all confused. But you'll have to, are you doing it on a live, Leslie? That one? Because I've noticed, when do you do live, sweetheart? Do you do them regular, or because I need to start putting them on my calendar, so because they show up when I'm on my laptop. If someone's live, when I sign in, it'll show up that such and such a body is live at the moment. If I subscribe to them, which I obviously subscribe to yourself, but I watch my YouTube off my telly when I'm not like at my desk. Like if Jace is here and he's watching his cartoons, then you know I will sit at my desk and like watch the laptop, but that's not every day that I get a chance to do that. So when he's here and when he's not here, I just sit at my table, you know, my seat, and just cuddle off a little table. So there you go, guys. That's where I'm up to on the eye. Like I say, I need to work on the a bit more, just get a bit more of that shading done. What I've done here. Why is that? Why is that? Why am I asking you guys as if you know what I've done? It must be just normal pencil I've put in for shading there. Let's get the things out of this. I'm not going to start adding all this, guys, because I know it's nearly time. Yeah, that is, look at that, the first one I picked out, and it was the right one I needed. What's the chance of that out of 100 pencils? So it was the Natural Brown 1907, the year I was born now. I just look good for my age. Yeah, and I just used it for just doing flicking motion, just in the most shaded areas, but obviously I've not done here because it's not very dark. It's more yellow, it's more like an acrylic, but more water based. Ah, right. Ah, might be something else. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing if you do that on a page. Obviously, like I say, although I love, you know, I only personally colour my Kerby pages. I do love watching anybody colour anything. You could colour the local paper, you know, for me, and I'd still watch it. My grandma used to say that about Frank Sinatra. Oh, he could read the phone book, and it sounded amazing. So just let's add a bit of extra shading round bird. I know what this page is just going to take me ages to do because I just know myself. I'm just going to spend ages working on the shadowing in. Instead of it being, I picked it thinking, oh, it'll just be a quick page. It won't take me long. Yeah, right. Yeah, Kerby put some on before on one of his stories, and it just pops up Kerby Roseanne. I can't tell you how quick I was off the mark to go and see what he'd put up. Oh, I've not seen. Sulfie 88. Oh, I'll have to make a note of that. Let me just write it down. Is she on YouTube, Yana? I'm sure there might be another collab in the future. We're not saying anything, are we, Karen? Not that it's hard to do anything with Karen. It's an absolute pleasure. Nico's brilliant. Yeah, Nico does do some awesome pages. I'll have to write that one down. So which is it? Fossil Fee 88. So is she Instagram, sorry, Yana? Or does YouTube? I have to look her up. Like I say, I seen one before on Insta. Skittles, somebody, I can't remember the full name, I have joined her. Here we go, Leslie. I haven't done it on live. Oh, that just went off. Can I go back onto me chat? I missed that then. I'm sure I can go back onto it, or I'm sure. There we go, there we go. Now, close you can. Right, I don't have it on live. Tuesday, about 9:30 a.m. Right. Let me just write that Leslie down. 9:30 a.m. CST. So I will look up the time difference, and that's on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I'll work that out, and hopefully, Leslie, if it's the time I'm up and about, my darling, I will join you. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing another. She's on YouTube, right? I can look her up. I don't think I probably have got her on my thingy, but to be honest with you, it takes. She's from Germany. IG. What's IG? Oh, Instagram. Vanessa, get your brain in order. See how quick I was then. Yeah, me and Karen will discuss doing another collab. So get it all out there, guys. So keep your eyes open. I'm not going to say it's going to be this week, next week. Nemo. Right, there we go. Thank you, my darling. So 3:30. That's even better. Thank you, Piggle. Saves me looking. So 3:30 on Tuesdays and Fridays. That's brilliant. That's even better. That's cracking, that. So I'll be there, Leslie, from now on, my darling, when I can. Typing before coffee. Have you not had your brew yet, sweetheart? Hey? I know it's all doing it while you're having breakfast, aren't you, before you start your busy day. So, guys, it's coming up to 10 to 10. So, thank you very much for coming on. I will be on Tuesday. Yeah, we could do a poll, couldn't we, Karen? Maybe get a poll up. Oh, you've been feeding the animals, sweetheart. Bye, Pickles. I'll speak to you, and well, I'll be back on Tuesday, sweetheart. Have a good weekend, my love. Yeah? Yeah, Karen, we'll have to have a chat and maybe get a poll up and see. I reckon Mythomorphia should be the next one, because it seems to be everyone's favourite book, doesn't it? See there, me, Karen, me and Marie, just think so much alike, don't we, sweetheart? See you later, Mona. Sounds good getting a poll up, yeah. Oh, Mythomorphia. We'll talk about it in a chat, yeah. Bye, Julia. Bye, sweetheart. You're more than welcome, Maria. You're more than welcome, everybody. You know it's my pleasure. Fab Liveness. Thank you, Marie. You're an absolute darling. It doesn't matter when you pop in, Marie. We'll always be around in, Mythomorphia. So should we go for Mythomorphia, Karen? Yeah. Oh, have you not got Mythomorphia, Leslie? Oh, God, it's one of his best books. It's fabulous. Well, I think it is, isn't it? Well, I think all his books are fabulous, but Mythomorphia just has a special place in my heart at the moment for some reason. Worlds Within Worlds, yeah. We were just talking about that earlier, Karen. I was saying it was the first book I'd ever of Kerbys had, coloured, and now I want to start recolouring some of the pages from Worlds Within Worlds. They're not scary, Leslie. They just look cute. Have a great day, Karen. Speak to you soon, darling. Take care, my love. So, guys, thanks, Leslie. Thanks, everyone else, for coming in. You know, Marie and Julia and everybody. I really appreciate you guys coming on and chatting with me and watching me, you know, colour my page and stuff like that. So, I love you and leave you. I'll message you later, Karen. Well, Jason's in bed, so it'll probably be tomorrow, but we'll catch up. Yeah, get Mythomorphia, Marie, if you can, darling. It's going to be a while off yet. We're not going to say it's tomorrow, but it'll be coming up soon in the next couple of months, I'm sure. Me and Karen will have a chat and see when's best for both of us. There's a lot of pages in Mythomorphia as well, so obviously there's a lot of pages that can be given to people. So hopefully, you know, we'll get a good lot of people who like it. Worlds Within Worlds your favourite out of them all, do you think, Karen? Yeah, we can make the scary cute. Of course we can. There's nothing scary. I like that. Right, guys, I'm going to get off because I've got a beautiful little boy waiting for some nanny cuddles. It's on your list now. Well done, Leslie. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a cracking because, like I say, we Alien World just turned out absolutely awesome, didn't it? We had a few things, me and Karen getting things sorted, but we got there, didn't we, sweetheart? And like everyone said, it's absolutely fantastic the way it's been put together and everything. I'm very proud that Karen asked me to be part of it with her, and as far as I'm concerned, it's the best thing we you know that we did. Well, I've done personally. Karen's done, that's me personally, and I just loved every step of it. It was fantastic. So we'll get on to that. So I'm going to get going now. You can you can take the least scary page, Leslie. I like it. Right. Well, like I say, we'll give you all a chance to get the books and stuff like that. If you've not already got it, you know, get it for over the next few months, maybe. Yeah. Worlds Within Worlds has got a special place in mind because obviously that's where I started the my colouring, and like I've just been going through it, then it's all battered and worn, and some of the pages where they've bled through, and so I've got another copy in. I'm treating my pages now as all singles. I'm removing them from the books. I'm just treating, you know, just so I can put any mediums I want on it, and then obviously I've got 2 of every book, so I can have each page single and put them together, bind it together myself. So, right, ladies, I will have to love yous and leave yous, and go and get some more painkillers because it's definitely wearing off. Why am I getting earache through having teeth out? But my ears have gone terribly sore the last couple of hours, and I'm going to go and lock up and everything and get off to bed myself. So I will love yous and leave yous. Thank everybody for joining me this evening, and for the lurkers, and for anybody who watches it back. I really do appreciate you. If you can give me a thumbs up, if you've not already subscribed, I'd be really appreciated. I love yous all. Happy colouring in the meantime, and I shall see you on Tuesday. Okie dokie then, my love. Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, yeah, it's so sore, Leslie. I feel sorry for myself. Gonna go and take some painkillers. Thanks, Leslie. Thanks, Karen, for the chat. I love you guys. And I shall speak to you all soon. Okay, then, take care, and I shall see you on Tuesday. Night, guys.